hoodoo over Mayo at Tuam Stadium. The commentator in the West this afternoon was Marty Morrissey.
It's 41 years since Mayo won in Tuam, and today they hope to end that sequence of misfortune. The most interesting selection is the placing of Liam McHale at full forward. It could prove to be the difference between the teams. Tomás Tierney has Peter Butler and John Finn on the wings and a very strong half-back line, while Kevin Staunton partners TJ Kilgallen at midfield. Galway manager Johnny Tobin makes 8 changes from the side that lost by 14 points in Castlebar 12 months ago. Tomás Mannion is selected at left half-back, surely to come forward at every opportunity. Val Daly captains the team from left half forward, while there's a very strong full forward line of Jarlath Fallon, John Joyce and Fergal O'Neill. And the man with the whistle is the referee Eddie Neary from County Sligo. And a match that promises a lot of good football, as Galway playing from right to left. It must be said here at Tuam Stadium this afternoon, a very strong crossfield breeze facing into our cameras as we look across at the main stand. Getting a boot to it there is Jarlath Jennings. This is Kevin Walsh, giving it to his centre half forward Declan Croucher. Ball sent in for Gabriel Irwin, getting his first touch of the Connacht Championship of 1992. Nice push by McHale on Kevin Walsh, which he got away with. Comes down to Jarlath Jennings, and that's the first score of the Connacht Championship 1992, credited to Jarlath Jennings of Hollymount. Very much trying to use the wings. The linesman has his flag up, maintaining that Val Daly had gone out over the sideline. TJ Kilgallen. McHale knocking it down. It's good play, giving it inside. Great shot and a brilliant save by Pat Comer. That had goal written all over it, but Comer, the Galway custodian, did exceptionally well. A brilliant save from Noel Durkin. Galway now will have to respond to this Mayo challenge. Tomás Mannion loves to go forward. Ball into space, chasing after it is Jarlath Fallon. Referee maintaining that the Mayo defender had fouled Fallon from Tuam Stars, so it's a free in for Galway. This is Fergal O'Neill. Very difficult angle. He hits it sweetly and he puts it over the bar. So the sides are level after 10 minutes of play, thanks to Glenamaddy's Fergal O'Neill. John Finn available to Gabriel Irwin's right, but he decides to drive it. Now Galway have an opening. Slow build up, but it works out fine. This is Alan Mulholland, who goes for the lead for the first time in this match. Alan Mulholland, the Salt Hill club, makes it 2 points to 1 in favour of Galway. Pushing there by Mayo around midfield, spotted by the referee. Which John Joyce and Jarlath Fallon chase after. Goes off a Mayo man for a 45. 45 quickly taken. Comes to Kevin Walsh. John Joyce underneath it, gets a fist to it. Gabriel Irwin had to be alert and he loses out, but he gives it to his right corner back, Kevin Byrne. Don't think that it was quite intentional. Comes back outside, and that's a magnificent point. And Galway's Kevin Walsh shows the way forward to his forwards. An easy ball for Damien Cowan. Picked up neatly by Enda Geraghty. This is Kevin Walsh, very much the prominent figure in this first half. That pass goes astray, still works out. Alan Mulholland gathers the loose ball, and he's fouled. Hits it nicely, dropping in right in under the crossbar, but Gabriel Irwin gets a hand to it and puts it over the bar. And Galway now lead by 4 points to 1. Fine long kick, comes down towards Noel Durkin, getting it onto his left boot, and that's a definite foul by Val Daly. So an opportunity for Mayo to reduce down Galway's lead. Here's Jarlath Jennings making his senior championship debut for Mayo. And that's Mayo 2 points, Jarlath Jennings 2 points, and they trail indeed by 2 points. Galway looking that little bit sharper in the first 21 minutes of play. Now Daly trying to find a colleague, has to hit it into space. Going back is Tomas Tierney, now playing his club football with Westport. He runs all the way back to TJ Kilgannon. Pushed off it clearly by John Kilrain. That's good play, however. There's no questions being asked in this championship clash. Free for Galway. Alan Mulholland taking the free. Referee spotted some pushing by Peter Butler on Sean DePere. Now this is a far better angle for Fergal O'Neill. Usually a fairly reliable free taker. He hit that sweetly over the bar to make it now Galway 5 points, Mayo 2. Kick out comes straight to John Finn. Tomas Tierney driving it in towards Ray Dempsey. Knocked away, comes to Liam McHale. Oh, what a magnificent goal! Liam McHale coming through like a tornado. Pat Comer hardly saw it. It was Tomas Tierney who dropped it in. Ray Dempsey knocked it down. Liam McHale was coming through, and bang, right into the corner of the net. Mayo defence now very much in control. That's a great ball into TJ Kilgannon. On to his left is Ray Dempsey. Falling outside is Brian Kilkelly. This must be a point. Yes, it is. That's great play by Mayo. Castlebar Mitchell's man gets his name on the scoreboard. Again, that long ball in search of Ray Dempsey. Knocked away by Francis McWalter. Compromising championship football without ever being classic, but that's great vision by Brian Kilkelly to TJ Kilgannon. Outside is Jarlath Jennings onto the left foot. Oh, that's a splendid point by Mayo. A splendid point by Jarlath Jennings, giving him a total of 3 points so far in this match. So Mayo now lead by 1-4 to 5 points. Brian Kilkelly, Jarlath Jennings, Mayo combining splendidly. Oh, that's a great effort. And a marvellous point by Noel Durkin. The All-Star in 1989 from Ballahadureen shows that he's very much in form this season. Decided that because of undue delay by the Galway goalkeeper Pat Comer, he's going to give a hot ball on the 20-metre line. Referee perfectly correct, because Pat Comer was delaying for no reason. But will he be punished? Ray Dempsey. And the referee deciding that the Galway defender was fouling Dempsey. Galway at the moment getting very frustrated after that brilliant goal by Liam McHale. Jarlath Jennings going for point number 4. Accurate as always. And Mayo lead now by 4 points. As Damien Tumman sends it up the field, and the referee, exactly on 35 minutes, blows the half-time whistle. And here at Tuam Stadium, a 5-minute blitz by Mayo means that Mayo go in at half-time leading by 1-7 to 5 points. And they lead primarily due to one Liam McHale. Breaking ball. Ball's down to Sean Glenn. Guard in Galway City. Trying to find John Joyce. Gabriel Irwin coming out. And that's a high challenge. And John Joyce could be in trouble here, because he has already been booked. And the referee is going to have to untangle Fergal O'Neill and his marker as well. And the referee is checking with his umpires to see exactly what happened. The referee is going to give a free on the 20-metre line. And he's putting it into the 13-metre line. That's the most unusual decision. The referee spotted something that I obviously didn't see. And for the first time in the championship matches so far, a section of the crowd booing as Charlotte Fallon puts it over the bar. His first point of the championship, making it 1-9 now to 7 points. Ryan Kilkelly doing well. Anthony Finnerty, Ray Dempsey has gone inside. Two Mayo players, one of them is McHale. In front of the post and straight over the bar. And every time Liam McHale gets within scoring range, it looks very simple. And that's normally not one of his greatest characteristics. Normally it's just fielding and laying it off. But his finishing has been impeccable this afternoon. This is Peter Ford. Noel Durkin. Liam McHale is inside. Anthony Finnerty. Paul McStay outside if he needs him. Finnerty sending it into the middle. TJ Kilgannon getting a hand to it. Comes to Paul McStay, but the referee has blown his whistle and given a free on the Mayo man. So Anthony Finnerty with 23 minutes gone in the second half. And with number 23 in his back, he puts it over the bar. So Mayo now lead by 111 to Galway's 7 points. Oh, wonderful fielding by Liam McHale. Sending it up towards Brian Kilkelly. And he gets there. He puts out over the line, so it's a line ball for Galway. McHale picks up the break, but picked it up illegally. Free quickly taken. Good reading by John Finn. Dermot Flanagan getting it down towards Paul McStay, showing some of his old touches. And his intended pass easily intercepted by Sean Glenn. Comes to Kevin Walsh. Long ball really is needed. Bit slow on the delivery, but it comes in, however. Great opportunity and a marvellous goal. A marvellous goal by Fergal O'Neill. It was a long time coming, but when it came, it was well worth the wait. So this match by no means over. But they certainly are showing a little bit of character. Sean DePrere. Great covering by Charlotte Jennings. Challenge on Charlotte Jennings by Fergal O'Neill. And the referee has again halted play. So now, plenty of time, 9 minutes left. Ball comes inside, and Peter Butler is there, giving it outside to John Finn. This is Colm McMenamin, just come on as a substitute for Mayo. Galway launch another one of these long probing missiles. Plenty of Mayo backs. Dermot Flanagan happens to be one of them. Paul McStay. Moss Tierney loose in the middle. Peter Butler survives the challenge. Manages to keep his footing, but he takes too many steps with the ball. And it's Kevin Walsh, guard and black line, sending it goal bound. Rather poor effort, and Peter Ford is there. He in turn sends it out over the line. So the pressure being exerted very much on Mayo at the moment. Breaks inside. Now can Galway get another goal here? Bursting through, Tommy Wilson, and it eventually goes over the bar. and it brings Galway very much near their rivals. 3 points, in fact. Positional switches by the Galway team management have brought about the dividends, but they're now beginning to dominate around midfield. It's up front that they're lacking the creativity. Ball sent again in search of some sort of an opening. Dermot Flanagan getting it, or is Kevin Staunton. This is Val Daly. Now coming to life, and is surely fouled, and another free in for Galway. 4 minutes left in this Connacht Championship. Fergal O'Neill, satisfied with a point, perhaps, from that angle. And he puts it over. It's 1-4 for Fergal O'Neill in this Connacht Championship. And we're down now to just 2 points between the sides. And then once again, the referee was very precise on this, and for Gabriel Irwin delaying the kick out, it's a hop ball on the 20-metre line. 2.5 minutes left. 2 points between the teams. Gathering it cleanly is Kevin Walsh, and he's going to give a free on the 20-metre line. Will Galway take the point? Once again, it's Fergal O'Neill. Galway have fought back bravely and courageously. It's gone over the bar. Fergal O'Neill reduces down Mayo's lead to 1 point. Giving it up to another corner forward, Noel Durkin. Still Noel Durkin. Referee gives the decision to Galway, overcarrying by Noel Durkin. Well, Galway are fighting just to survive in this Connacht Championship, and now they need the break. Brilliant fielding by Charlotte Fallon. He sends it over the bar. The sides are level in Tuam Stadium. Charlotte Fallon from Tuam on his own home pitch equalises this Connacht Championship match in dramatic fashion.
Well, with 10 minutes to go, we were 6 points down and we were struggling, but we were fortunate. We got 1 or 2 breaks, and particularly for the goal, and Fergal took it very well.
I know there was a lot of close kind of play, you know, rough enough around the middle there, but we were fortunate enough to get a few breaks towards the end. Working our advantage, you know.
You certainly had a fair duel at midfield. You seemed to come out on top for a lot of it. You showed great fighting spirit.
Ah, well, you know yourself, Mayo men are big as well and bigger, aren't they? So a lot of breaking ball, you know, real typical championship football. Hard to get going there, you know.
We've trained hard for this match, and we're very disappointed with the way we played. But we kept plugging along, and we got a break there near the end, and we just kept plugging and we drew level, and maybe in the end we might have sneaked it, but it didn't work out that way. We'll have to wait next week.
We looked to be in a very good position with about 10 minutes to go, and we just fell asleep. Simple as that. We didn't play the last 10 minutes, and we certainly didn't play the first 20 minutes of the match either, and that's just not acceptable in championship football. If we could have played that right the way through the way we played the mid part of the match, we wouldn't be going back to Castlebar for a replay.
Well, I felt that midway through the second half we had been beaten, you know, and I think we got a bit complacent then, so hopefully we've learned from that, and if we do get on top the next day it won't happen again.
And the Telecom Éireann man of the match in that game was Galway's Kevin Lynch, who gave an inspirational performance at midfield in the maroon and white. Yes, it's remarkable, really. Even a well-fancied Mayo side still finding the Tuam venue something of a psychological barrier. And as you heard, now they'll have to try and redeem themselves in Castlebar in a week's time. Well, let's take a look at the statistics from that game. There were, in fact, 53 frees during the course of the game, evenly divided as it happens, just the odd one extra conceded by Mayo. In terms of wides, Mayo were much more wayward than their counterparts, missing the target more than twice as often as Galway. 10 wides for Mayo as against Galway's 4. 6 players had their names taken by the referee, 4 from Galway and 2 from Mayo. Well, so much for the events in Tuam. After the commercial break, we'll be going to Croke Park for the Leinster football